over here. Look over here. Okay, I think we're live. It says we're live. So, hi, welcome to the very first video on this channel. I don't know, I'm hoping there'll be more. We'll see if I can get it together. Anyway, I thought I would talk about home-built cockpits for Flight Simulator, and not specifically for Microsoft Flight Simulator as in the title, but today it is. I'm going to talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator. I also fly X-Plane. I just built this thing, and it's been a work in progress for well, when you think about the planning and purchasing of various things, years. It's been in a project in process for years, to be honest. Oh, does the tablet work? Let's see. Oh, yes, it does. Sweet. So I also figured out how to get the tablet into OBS and all kinds of things. So what is the title of this? I think I said something about triple screens. A lot of people don't do triple screens with Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I've been thinking that it's really I can't do it without triple screens. I just don't like it. I originally got these 3 screens for X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator, although they really worked best in X-Plane. And then I started doing driving sims, and I got a Moza wheel and the Moza pedals down here, and I had this wasn't even built yet. I had a different panel, and it was all taken apart. So I have come back to this project recently and figured out how to get some things working again, and 3D designed and 3D printed some panels here to hold stuff, and cut out a piece of wood and painted it. And so this is a poor man's sim, although it has a lot of stuff. It's a poor man's sim because it's all made out of wood, that a lot of it was scrap. Although I did buy one very expensive piece of thick plywood with nice finish on both sides. And even though I bought this piece of plywood maybe 2 years ago, and I'm finally using it this year, it was expensive 2 years ago. I'm really glad I'm not buying it this year, because I bet you that this one piece of plywood is close to $100. So that's a lot for a poor man's sim. The base was actually like a piece of scrap that was already, somebody had made it into a shelf or something and left it. So, and it's 2 foot by 4 foot. So the base is 2 foot by 4 foot. And it turned out to be the perfect size to build on, at least as a first try. And it's a single unit. In other words, the back has a piece that holds the monitors, sort of. It has a piece that holds the vertical things that I got at the Jungle website that holds the monitors. So there's 4, 1, 2, I think there's 4 poles holding up, or 3 poles holding up 5 monitors. So there's 5 monitors, although this monitor here is actually connected to a different computer. So this computer has 6 monitors on it. And the other computer, excuse me, I'm a little bit anxious doing this, so excuse me. But I was inspired. Whoop, smash into the mic. YouTube, I'm thirsty, I'm nervous, but yeah, here we go. So anyway, I'm not being very clear. I should have a script or written or anything, but I thought I would go through a little bit of what I think you need in Microsoft. This is Microsoft 2020 that I'm running, that I will run, but I thought I would go through the whole process of turning this thing on and getting it going, because I saw a video by G-Lock Media, I think his name is, one of the YouTubers that Actually I started watching him after after I had purchased all the buttons and the monitors and the Arduino and started programming and started figuring out how I'm gonna actually solder together and figure out how to make all this from scratch. So that's when I found other people that sort of made single purpose built or very limited purpose built simulator rigs like this one. Because basically, let's face it, it has throttle and mixture and a setup like sort of like a Cessna, or at least a G1000 single engine prop internal combustion engine plane. So that's all I'm going to be doing with this setup right here, basically. So it has sort of the G1000 buttons, but remember, this is not like a G1000 buy. It's just a thing that I built, and it doesn't have everything there. So, yeah. Anyway, oh, what's happening there? Nothing. Oh, I'm watching the wrong thing. I want to watch the OBS. I've messed it up. What have I done? Thank you. Okay, so there I can see what I'm doing for a second. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just blathering on, and I don't want to blather on. What I'm going to do is go through the whole process of starting up the three. Oh, let me just say, it says something about triple screens. The only way I could get this to work right is with Chase Plane. And I hope I don't have to. I had a lot of saga at the beginning, and I actually recorded a few videos, except I wasn't using this. I was using this mic, and the volume was really low, and those videos are all gone. So this is my reattempt, free first video here on this channel. It will probably get deleted too. I have a little knee board down here, and I have the actual tablet as a, let me get it together here, and that's just part of the starting up process, I guess, but so it's already started up, so I did some things already. But I have the tablet here. Oh, it's blank. That's wonderful. There we go. Do we have the tablet yet? Oh, it stays blank while I put in my code. Ingenious. There we go. Okay. So if I do that, it should go, yes. See, I set it up right. So we have the tablet, and we'll be using this app, Flight Plan Go, as our EFB. Anyway, we'll go back to that in a minute. But that's a source here on OBS, so I'll be able to show that while I'm flying. So I'm hoping to get it together where I can stream a flight, and maybe somebody will be interested. I don't know. I doubt it, because all these other people with 20,000 or people with 100,000. Oh, it's Two-Tone Murphy. Sometimes I watch him. He maybe has more people watching on Twitch. Maybe I should do this on Twitch. I'm not. Anyway, I see people like Q8 Pilot. Let's use him as an example. He's got a lot of subscribers, and he has a stream or flying, and there'll be like 28 people watching or something. So I'm never expecting anybody to want to watch a stream, but maybe I can provide some educational content to be used later for this game or the other game, X-Plane. Excuse me if I have to drink. I'm sorry. It's just coffee. Okay. All right. So to start up, how many minutes am I already into this? 9 minutes, and I haven't even started talking about this. Okay. So start up. You need, first thing, you have to make sure that all the monitors are on, because you'll have set up your screens in a certain way in Windows. I can show that. Display settings. Let's go there. Let's put that up there, and let's go to, oh, we got to figure out how to get to this. We're going to go to upper. There we go. So here's my screen setup. So basically, screens 1, 3, and 2 are what Microsoft Flight Simulator 3 is the main screen for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and screens 1 and 2 are what's called render windows in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Screen 4 is the screen we're looking at, which is like I put it there when I was doing the racing sim stuff. And it turns out to be very handy to have an overhead monitor like this. I'm sure it could be used for many, many purposes, but for right now I'm just using it to put a bunch of windows that I like, the 0 subscriber window, like that. 0 subscribers, 0 chat, 0 this, 0 that. This is brand new, so I'm sure there'll be 0 subscribers forever. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about that. Anyway, so 5 and 6 are the G1000. So 5 is the PFD and 6 is the MFD. So you have to get your screens oriented how they're going to be when you fly the game, and that's very important, of course. So let me just, that's done with that. Okay. The next thing you need to do is you have to have several programs, and let me move. So this is the, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me move this window over here. Let's put that up here too. We'll talk about that in a minute. You have to have several programs for your flight sim experience to work, and the main ones are Flight Plan Go. So that is, I have all these buttons on my Stream Deck. In fact, I should fire that up. Okay, so let's fire up Stream Deck. So basically I have 2 Stream Decks right now, and I have a flight simulator page. This is the flight simulator page of the home screen, the home group, like the main, not a game specific, not flight simulator specific, like it has other stuff, like if I go to page 1. Anyway, this flight simulator takes you to this page here. And so I start Flight Plan Go with that button, and that goes up there. And then start Mobi Flight. Mobi Flight's probably already started. Yep, Mobi Flight's already started. It's already running, so we're just going to leave that alone. Little nav map, so I press the little nav map button, and that will say little nav connect is already running. Oh, it must be already running. It's down here too. Here, right? Yeah, so that's what you see when you run little nav connect. And little nav connect puts me into, well, you can't see it, but it's over here. I have little nav map running on a different computer that's connected to this monitor. And so it's in portrait mode, and it's up there. It's like that. So that's the, let me see if I, anyway, yeah. I was trying to get it more this way. I have to fiddle with many things. Anyway, so little nav map is up there, but you have to have little nav map connect on your, on the computer running the game, right? Okay, so that you start that. The other thing you have to have is pop-out panel manager. Now, I don't have a button for that. We should fix that. Let's fix that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go properties, and we're going to go open file location, and then we're going to copy as path. Okay, minimize that. Let's just let's minimize it for now, and then we're going to go to here. I'm going to need a I'm going to have to do something else. We're going to have to go to system open. Let's put that right there. And actually, yeah, okay. And then we can say app file, control V. Put that there, and MSFS pop out. And actually what we want to do is go back and go enter like that. And I'll find the logo for it later. And then we're going to get rid of this. We're going to go to Open Stream Deck Library. And we're going to pick this solid color. There we go. Okay. I think that should do it for that thing. So, okay, so we have Stream Deck there. So let's try that now. We have to, oh no, let's not. So this, you do not run the MSFS pop-out or this program over here, wherever it is. It's hidden now. What do we got going on? Oh, cancel. So this pop-out manager, you do not run until after you get things going, and I'll show that later. Okay, so we're ready to start Microsoft Flight Simulator. Finally. So we start that. We have Flight Plan Go running, and we have, and we're going to get rid of this. Let's get rid of this and put it up here quickly. And let's get OBS quickly. Oh, shit. Come on, OBS. Let's get up here. Okay. And Microsoft's going to start. Let's get the center window going. Okay, so it's going to be, it's going to take a while because we're running Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's very loud. I wonder if it's coming through the mic, through the speakers. Oh, because desktop audio. Okay, so it is on. Yeah, all right. We can play it a little bit back in the background. We'll see how loud that is when I watch it. Okay, so while this is going on the upper monitor, we want to, let's minimize that. We want to find this and hit connect and say no to that. Oh, that's not good. That usually doesn't happen, but welcome to the world of Flight Simulator, right? Maybe we should wait. Let's wait on that. Let's wait for it to be connected. So basically we're going to have to do, we're going to have to do this. Oh, what's happening here? I think it just said connected to simulator right there. So let's try it again. Now it says connected to, so we're good. I just did it too soon. Okay, so now it does all the screens. So left screen, and center screen, and right screen. Those are the screens, and you can see if I get I can't see what we're looking at. Hold on. I've trashed our situation here. There we go. So you can see that it's three. Oh, I just touched my monitor. I'll have to watch that later. So also, I told Flo to go right into there instead of doing all the things. Oh, I need volume keys on here. There's plenty of space for volume keys. Okay, let's turn that way down. Whew, that was way too loud. Okay, so let's go into the last places that I've gone. Let's go to Oxnard. And zoom in. No, zoom out. And let's pick ramp 6. Let's go back here, ramp 7. And then let's press this button. I've got to come up with a keyboard shortcut for this. Okay. Okay. Now I can talk about, for a minute, I'll talk about the essentials of chase plane for this triple screen setup. And I have these notes here, which you can't see probably because I'm in a little corner. Let's see if I can get back here and fix this. Do I have to hit fly again? I think I do. Sim stabilizing. We would just wait for the sim to stabilize. Oh, it put me right at the fuel. which is actually okay. We can fix the weight and balance. Okay, you see how the screen just changed? That put me into, that's when Chase Plane took over. Let's fill this up. Almost. And let's get this down to 100. And I'm a skinny guy, so I'm there. Let's do that. I don't know what we have, all this undefined stuff. Okay, let's go back to that. Let's use it, go back to it using flow. Weight and balance. That's better. That's better. Okay, so let's put a couple 10 pounds in the back. And on the right side, let's put 20 pounds over here. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Okay, so just 1 second here. I'm going to back to this, and I got to get a separate thing one of these days. So I have these notes with all these numbers in them. I don't need them because Chase Plane actually, I needed them at first, and I don't know why, except maybe something that was in my community folder, which I cleared out. So that's probably what it was. But basically, if you set up triple screens and you get it the way you like it, you should write down all the things, all the numbers. So in Zoom, excuse me, I can't breathe. In Chase Plane, this is my settings. It won't apply to you, of course, but it's my settings for this. And that's the pilot cam. That's the main cam in Chase Plane. And then, like if you go, I mean, I can show you. Jeez, I don't have to do this. I can do this and show you here. We can go to this screen and go to Chase Plane. I hope we can do all this at the same time. We're testing. We can see. If the computer crashes, it crashes, and then I know. So we're going to go to Menu, Main, Pilot, and press the pencil. And we're not going to move anything. But that's the settings right there. Yep, those are it. So the key one, the key thing that changed the game for me that you can't do in Microsoft Flight Simulator, first of all, you have more range of motion throughout the cockpit with Chase Plane. Second, and most important for me, is that this zoom changes the game. So when you zoom in and out, you can get it. And I tried to explain in the video that I had that had no sound that even though it seems like, wow, it's kind of splayed out. Your plane is all splayed out to the side. Yeah, that's how you can get it so that you feel like you have this periphery where you can actually see out both windows. If you have Microsoft Flight Simulator, you'll end up with this top part of the left screen. See up there on the top or above the window? That'll take up like 70% of your screen, and you'll have the window at the very bottom down here somewhere. You know, it's at the very bottom. And then on the right screen, it's the same thing. You've got this whole view. You can see. In a real plane, I'd be able to look back and just turn my head over here and look back and see the back of the plane. And you can do that with this. So sitting in the center, if you look at the center to the right, the dashboard almost exactly lines up. The left doesn't line up exactly, but it lines up so close for me that it's good enough. It's good enough. And so the other two things you have to adjust besides just Chase Plane is the render windows. And those, and again, I said this is how you start up. I don't have to do this every time anymore. Thanks to Chase Plane. Thanks to Chase Plane, I do not have to do this anymore. But this is what I originally did to get it set up. I got this here, And the render windows, which are the details, are here, and that shows up here when you go to in 2020. They still have this in 2024, I believe, but it's in a different place. It's not experimental anymore, they said, I think. I can't remember. I seem to remember. Sorry, I keep smashing into the mic. So down here you have these render windows. And because Microsoft is Microsoft, each window shows up twice. Who knows why? But you can't. Don't delete one of them because they'll both go away. So you have this, and that's what numbers I have written down here. So basically to create these, look at window 1 says windowed, but it's not windowed. That's interesting. Oh, see? Here. Forget about that one up there. It's these two down here. That is so weird. I do not understand this. It says experimental, so I guess that's what they'd say. Dude, it's experimental feature, dude. So anyway, so you have to create these windows one at a time with this add render button, add new render window button. Create them in windowed mode. Drag them so that the window isn't entirely on the screen that you want it to be on. So let's say you take window 1, you drag it over to the right. You take window 2, you create another window, you make sure it says windowed in this display mode here. You say windowed and you drag it over to the left. Then when each window of these two render windows are in their respective screens, their physical monitor space, completely, 100%. So make sure that it's 100% inside the monitor, 100% inside the monitor. Then you change it to full screen mode. Full screen mode. Then you have to adjust these settings, the lateral rotation offset, the vertical rotation offset, and the roll rotation offset, until you get things to line up the way you think that this should look for you. This process sucks. I'm just going to say it completely sucks. Altering these numbers in these fields suck. If you backspace to the back and you want to take out, like right now, like this field, lateral rotation offset, there's no up and down buttons. There's only this shitty little scroll wheel thing that doesn't have any resolution. And then there's the text box, the number box, where you have to type in a number, which is great that you can type in an exact number because you will need to. And every single time that you go through there and you backspace, let's say I wanted to change 91.8 to 91.7, which you wouldn't want to do. You'd probably go by steps of 3 or 4 to figure out what's getting you there and then go by 1. But whatever. You want to change it by just 1/10 of a number. Excuse me, I've got itches on my face. You backspace the 8 out and it deletes the decimal point. And if you don't pay attention to what you're typing, it'll type in all over again. It'll be 917 instead of 91.7. So, excuse me for it. Okay. So editing these numbers just sucks. I'm just going to say it. It sucks. I don't understand. I'm just going to go on a little rant here. This is why my videos are always so long. I don't understand why triple screens is such an afterthought on something like, I know it's a game, but I set this up for Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa is like a 15-year-old game. It's a 15-year-old game. I understand it's not as detailed, whatever, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm not saying it is. But I'm telling you, they somehow got the display to work without any bullshit. And any racing game, any sim racing, car racing game that doesn't do full triple screens right, I won't even buy it. if I can do it, I go on Reddit and I go on Claude and I ask Claude and I figure out or whatever. I am not paying for any game for driving games that do not have triple screens easily run, where you can put Sim Hub up here and do all the things. So I forgot to tell you, this also has I got those bass rumblers down here, the cheap ones, of course, not the brand name ones. Anyway, this thing could be set up for Sim Hub too once I figure out how to do that. But the racing Sim Hub, they got all that stuff. It's way ahead of Flight Simulator when it comes to displays, when it comes to controls, when it comes to all the things. I hate to tell you, Flight Sim games, X-Plane and Microsoft MSFS, the garbage that you have to go through to get different controls to work and to get screens to work and stuff, it's just ridiculous. And you would think that would be the thing. That's one of the most important things for something that's you've got to fly, right? And once you make something like this, that people are going to try to do stuff like that, right? Am I not? I don't know. I see these people and they get all these fancy setups with they buy like G-Lock Media, for example. He's got a great, this fancy backlit G1000, the motion things and all the things. And then he's got one of the videos, I swear, maybe it's not him, maybe it's somebody else I'm thinking of. And then they got like a crappy 24-inch monitor that's way too high on the wall. I'm just like, no. So what are you doing, flying like this? I don't understand. I don't understand why they don't have the displays figured out. But Chase Plane, thank you to Chase Plane. I know that was a long rant, but this is how you get it to work. You get it. You have to do Chase Plane. You have to get Chase Plane. You have to pay for it. You have to buy it. You have to get it. You have to install it. Apply and save. Go back. I'm not applying and saving anything. Discard, you piece of dumb shit. Don't change any of the settings after you get it right, because okay. So there we go. We started the game. That's what we're doing. I went off on a tangent about how to get the triple screens working, because that is the title of this video, isn't it? I did do that. Okay. I did title it that. Okay, so you get the screens working. Now, if you want to be cold and dark and be realistic about it, what you have to do is you have to fake it first, because this is the part where Pop-Out Panel Manager comes in. So let's see if I can use the Stream Deck button that I just made. So the first thing you have to do is Pop-Out Panel Manager has to have the panels powered. See, right now it's cold and dark. So if you try to run Pop-Out Panel Manager, it won't see those panels. So if you want to pretend like it's cold and dark, you have to first come in to your thing and turn these things on, and then run Pop-Out Panel Manager right away. And Pop-Out Panel Manager, I'll put up the upper monitor. So it does this start. You have to hit the start pop-out button, I think. Yeah, you have to start that. Once it does that, then it starts looking for the panels. Oh, it's going to fail. If it takes that long, it's going to fail. So why? Why did it fail? We don't know, but completed with error. So what do? You run it again. Run it again, and let's see if it works. If not, we'll fix it. There it goes. So it will do the MFD over again too. Okay, so it worked this time. Okay, so what you see is that, it went away before I got there. Sorry. It says pop-out's been completed successfully. So I just turned everything back off. So now you have it cold and dark. And then what you can do is, Oh, let's see. You can also connect Flight Plan Go. So let's do that. So let's talk about that for a minute, and then I'll have explained the whole thing. So let's go to the upper screen. So for Flight Plan Go to display, well, you need for me to display the tablet in this stream and on OBS. I need this software, which is this screen copy, and I always read it as, oh God, I'm a mess. I always read it as scrappy, but it's SCRCPY for screen copy. And so you do a couple things to set it up, and which are super simple. And then you have a window, which I can do. Did I make a button for it? No, I didn't make a button for it. All right, we got to make a button for it. So hold on. Let's do that. This is really a tutorial about how to do anything. So let's go to FSXL2. And then we're going to go to, oh yeah, this is the right one. We're going to go to this page. And let's just take this, copy it to over here. And then let's change this to tablet. And let's change this to tablet. Okay, that's all we need to do. Yeah. Minimize. Okay, so back to where we were. If I were to, so this thing is running. And if I were to turn it off, and I can go to OBS, or I can just put the, let me just see if I can see it. Oh yeah, let's go to the tablet mode. Tablet screen. So there's the tablet. Tablet's also cold and dark, so we can turn that on. And then it hides the pin from you. That is so brilliant. Then we have the tablet. So I can show you that. So let's see if we can start up. Let's see if we can start up Flight Plan Go and get it to work. I'm not sure if it connects. Change to keep approximate location. It doesn't need location because we're going to external. Close. Close. We go to external and FSX, and it should try to connect. Why it looks different. Oh my God, what's happening here? It's different on Android. You know what? I've never used internal. Oh, it's working. It just doesn't look the same as it does on Apple. Okay, so it's connected. It should be. So we should, if I go to the map, there's our plane on the map. We should be able to, oh, and I should be able to go to here. And let's do, I've never used this app on this device before. I just got all this set up. Display ship position. Where can I fix the ships? Where can I fix the ships? I thought that was here. Track up, downloaded, auto, display ship position, range circle rings. I like to display that. That's pretty big. Runway airport options. Show runways on map. Okay, let's try that. Where's the ship options though? Toggle breadcrumbs. I like to have those on. Auto center position. That's usually a button on the screen. Do I have to go here to turn that on and off? That's going to be a bummer. Oh, I can't fix the airplane on the map? Oh, here we go. Nope. Customize route and ship icon. So we want prop, small. Okay, there we go. There we go. So let's zoom in, see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks a little different than the Apple version, I have to say. This is the first. So I had it on one of my ancient iPads that barely runs, but it still worked. And where are we? Are we showing the? Yeah. Okay. So what we can do, but I wanted to share it on the, be able to share it on the stream and record when I do recording. So, oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work the same way as it does on the... Oh, nothing works the same way. Maybe it's because I'm not showing things. Customize route and ship icon. Runway airport options. Choose runway color. Green. Choose airport color. Blue. I thought it showed the weather conditions on each airport, so it would have a colored dot. Oh, none of this is the same. Oh. Oh. It's not working the same way. Oh, that bums me out. See, this is what you get when you get free software. Oh. It's not working the same. I'm sorry I'm doing this on a stream, but Jesus. This is what it's like to be a flight sim. If you're serious about flight sim, you're going to spend hours just wasting trying to get this crap to work. See, what used to happen is there was a pop-up. There'd be a pop-up when you just tapped on an airport. And you could go see the procedures or the... what a bummer. That is a big... That takes away from the experience a lot. That takes away a lot. Because when you're flying and you're just cruising around like in a flight sim mode, and you want to just kind of pick an airport and get the information about it, even if you were flying in real life, man. Like, let's see here. Where are we here? There's no weather dots or anything. Where's the weather? Weather. Radar. Visible. IR. Let's put those layers on. What about the METARs? Show METARs layer. Oh, there we go. Maybe that'll help. Show METARs layer. I think that's what I want. Okay. I gotta look at my other one. I don't think I have the wind speed set up. Weather opacity, let's just turn that down. Okay. Oh, there's dots now. Let's see what we got. All right. So, okay. Go away. We're done. Refresh. Go up. Go away. Now it used to have the window. Oh, maybe I just tap. Ah, there we go. All right, now let's hit on that dot. Nope. God damn it. That is such a bummer. That is a critical thing to me. That's critical. That was something I depended on. What am I missing, a map? Did I not get this other map? Okay, to get the maps, you have to go. I'll show you how to do that too on this stupid app. Now I don't like this app. God damn it. That is such a bummer. That is such a bummer. L4. I am so bummed about that. I hope I'm figured out that I'm missing something. I really do. Okay, back. Okay, sectional. Did I not get any sectionals? Los Angeles sectional. Phoenix sectional. This is where I like to fly. Denver. Hawaii. I'll get that later. The downloads seem to work the same. Why doesn't the maps work the same? Oh, I am so bummed. What does this button do? Oh, that's a time clock. There's the Find Me on the Map button. Oh, let's turn it sideways. What happened to the map? What's going on here? See, this is a bummer. Look at the Apple one has like a little bar that you can slide this out of the way. And what do you have to do here? You have to remember to turn it on and off here. That's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to have to learn all new things. Okay. There's no map. The maps aren't working the same. The layers thing screen doesn't look the same. The route screen doesn't look the same. Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. Layers doesn't look the same though. Overlay. God damn it. Where? Okay, you guys. I thought this was going to be cool. I'm going to have to delete this stream too. Shit. This is not good. I just had the sectional up. I just had it up. What is this saying? Messages. Okay, I got it. Sectionals. Current. They're already current. All right, here's what we're going to do. Goodbye. Just close everything. Start it over. Teterboro. See, it doesn't know where I am, so let's go to external. Connected. So now it should know where I'm at. It does. But it's not going to show. It doesn't have any freaking maps. God damn it. Okay. Sectionals. That's what I want to see. Turn it on. There we go. Sectionals. Nope. How about IFR low? Victor low. Nope. Nothing. What if I tap on an airport? There's no airport showing. Stop the centering shit. Stop. Stop. Okay. Guess what? This app isn't going to work for me unless it's on an iPad. So I'm not really going to be showing this on a stream, it looks like, because I went through all this shit to get this to work. Downloaded maps only. Okay. Can we get this fucking thing to work? Can you show me the freaking map, please? Wow. It's not going to do the map. It's not going to do the map. Where am I? Where did I go? I don't even freaking remember which airport I'm at. Shit. Why can't I get the freaking maps? What am I missing? What am I missing here? Downloaded maps only is on. I'm going to have to look at my other tablet, my Apple tablet, my freaking Apple tablet, and see what. I usually do track up. Oh, look at that. I saw something that I like. See that? View airport. Airport diagram. Download successful. Enable ship. Breadcrumbs. This is what I want to be able to do. Oh, I see, because I got the tablet this way. Yeah, okay. This is what I want to be able to do. Do that. Okay, so let's go back to the map. Now all I have to do is get the map layers on. And then we'll have it fixed. How in the fuck? What is going on with the map layers? They were there. They were freaking there. What is this? Why isn't there any? Why isn't it showing up? Okay, let's turn downloaded maps only off. Okay, online, North America. Why can't I get the fucking map? It was there. You saw it. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, where's the close? How do you get rid of this? Oh, the Android version just isn't as cool as the Apple version. I can tell you that. And I hate fucking Apple. I hate them. I want them to burn in a fiery blaze of death. I can't. How do you get rid of this? How do you get rid of this? What if you want to go back to the airport page? How do you get rid of it? Shit. The other one, the Apple one, has a close button up here, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, dudes. Come on, Flight Plan Go. You assholes. You suck. You were my favorite fucking app. And now you've just screwed the pooch because your Android version you don't give a shit about. You just said screw it. You said screw it, I don't care that it doesn't freaking work, that it's not the same. that it's... How do you get rid of this? How do you get rid of it? How? Oh my God. Shrink it? From the top? Fuck you. Just fuck off. You know what? Oh, I am so sad. I am so freaking sad. No map. No map. Let's turn off all the wet. Let's turn off all this shit. No map. No map at all. What a bummer. Where was I? Oxnard? So there's the ship on the chart, on the airport diagram. Now, how do I get rid of the airport diagram? You can't. You can't get rid of it. There's no button to get rid of it. You can't shrink it. You can't swipe it off. You can't get rid of it. You can't show the fucking maps. All I wanted to do was fly in a fucking flight simulator and pretend like it's sort of real and stream it on the internet to people. Well, I'm going to do the flying part. I'll just get my Apple and throw this piece of shit in the trash. Because this is like complete garbage that it does this. And that it's not the same as the Apple version. And that it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. That doesn't look the same. They put little bubbles in it so you knew that you had put it in there. They just really didn't care for this version. Why did they even bother? Why'd you guys even fucking bother? Does it show a route map? No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't know who that is. Will it show a route map for that? No. There's KAVX right there, right? Does it do that? No. No, it doesn't do that. I got it to do it one time on one airport when there was a map. So the map's gone. Nope. Nope, this app sucks. So don't get Flight Plan Go for Android for sure, because it's garbage. Unless I'm missing something here. I did all the things. I've run this app for 5 years on Apple. I've run it. It's not like I don't know what the fuck. I know how to use it. I've used it for hours and hours and hours and hours. You fucking piece of shit. You know what? I hate IT people. I hate AI. I hate tech bros. I'm in IT, and I know. So I know all the people in IT. Fucking most of them are fucking garbage, racist, rich people. The leadership is total bullshit. No wonder. Customize route and ship icon. I'm surprised you let me do that. Alright, so we're just going to reboot this whole fucking thing. Which means that, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to put this aside. I'm going to take this out of the thing. That just so bums me out. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how much time I spent trying to figure out how to get the stupid Scrappy to work. It turns out it really only takes 2 seconds in a chat with AI, which is what I should have started with. Because the instructions tell you to... The instructions tell you to follow the prompts. There's no prompts. It runs from a folder. Why wouldn't they tell you that? Because they're IT people, and IT people suck. That's why. Don't even get me started on Apple. Jesus Christ. At least it works, though. But I won't be able to show you. So we're just going to go for a fly because screw this app on Android. See, it's not even showing me where I am now. We're not in Topeka, dude. Oh, fuck. Let me tell you guys that running this stuff, I said this is a poor man's thing. It's poor man. And when you're poor, you suffer. Everything costs extra. So what you have to do with the Apple app, you have to double tap on the button because I actually have an iPad with a freaking button, thank God. And then you have to start the app over again. And we may have to start that thing over again. But we're going to wait. Oh, we're connected. And so now, with this one connected on the iPad, I'm not going to touch it for like 3 minutes. Because if I do, it will disconnect. You know the crazy thing is I think Garmin owns this app. So why? Why, Garmin? Why? But I can't show you this screen because it's on an iPad. And you can't do screen sharing on iPad without so much garbage. It's so easy on Android. So of course the Flight Plan Go app doesn't work on Android. So I'd either have to buy like a $250 a year subscription to whatever the hell that is. I don't even know what it's called. Do I seem like I'm sour now? Yeah, I'm sour. Okay. Forget sour. Let's do this. Okay, cold and dark checklist. We'll use the K. We'll use not the K checklist. The MSFS checklist. Oh, and I won't be able to do anything until I click in the app because they're all keyboard bindings. All right, checklist. We did the pre-flight inspection. We can do the pre-flight inspection real quick. Let's do that. We'll go to drone, and we'll look down, and we look at the... Yeah, there we go. It's done. We did it. Let's go over here. Let's go down here. Let's look at the wings. Oh, there we go. Let's look at the other wing. There we go. Okay. Pre-flight inspection completed. Let's get the drone cam back, though. Oh, it's back. Okay. I wanted to put it back in the right spot. We did that. complete. Seatbelts are on. Brakes I've tested. Circuit breakers are all pushed in. Electrical equipment, everything is off. Avionics switch off. Fuel selector is on both. Now, let's just see if I get somebody drives up to come get me, which I hope not, but this is the thing that happened, and I can't remember, but it's some key combination, and I've tried to get rid of it, but pedestal is Control-Shift-P, and that's what's mapped to on my Stream Deck, because I don't, anyway, it's a long story. Anyway, so there we go. Fuel shutoff valve is open. We saw that just now. Okay, so we're going to throttle, open 1/4 of an inch mixture, idle cutoff, really not quite idle cutoff. And we don't have this thing. Oh, no, don't tell me they're coming. Oh my God, they are. Shift P. I got to get rid of them. Okay, that's it. It's Control-Shift-P. Let's go to the drone cam. Where is he? UMFer. Where'd you go? Okay, you're gone. You can't go to the pedestal cam until I remap it. That just certifies it. I can't use Control-Shift-P, and I can't unmap Control-Shift-P. I can't figure out where to turn off those stupid ground assistance things. There should be a way that when you have a thing that you're a GA, that Microsoft Flight Simulator should know that you're not a jet and it's not going to pull up one of those giant tow machines to tow you around. God, so stupid. We're supposed to be in the land of AI. There's no AI. It's just dumb. That's why I'm not a real YouTuber, because I'm not going to give you any flowery bullshit. All right, nobody's really watching, so that's why I can get away with this. Where's my pop-out dashboard? 0. It should say 0. It should be 0 across the board. 0, 0, 0. Okay, back to the app. Okay, we don't have the standby bat switch yet, so we pretend like we did that. Yes, it's all good. Okay, propeller area is clear. Now let's turn on the beacon light, and we will turn on the master switches first, then we'll turn on the beacon light. And mixture is lean. Feet are ready to brake. Parking brake is set. Mixture rich when engine starts. Okay, so we didn't do the fuel pump yet. Aux fuel pump. And we see the pressure going up. Okay. All right, no oil pressure. Here we go. Let's fire this puppy up. Ready? Feet on the brakes. Okay, let's get some gas in there. Get it up to 1,000. And can you hear the game? Is it coming in on OBS? I don't know. I better check. No. I don't know. It doesn't. I'm going to have to listen to this. This stream will be deleted anyway. So. All right. There's OBS. You can hear the game according to this. All right, so back to parking brakes are set. I can keep my feet off the brakes. And ignition start. Let's put it to rich, and we've got 1,000 RPM. After starting engine checklist, we did check oil pressure has been checked. Amps are in the green. Volts are good, 28 volts. All the enunciators are off, and we are going to fire up the MFD and all the avionics. Flaps are up. So, let things warm up for a minute. Check our fuel levels. We have full tanks, just about. Oh my goodness, long day at work. Long day of me complaining about Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have to wear this headset to get the mic to work, which is also fatiguing. I'm going to get my good wireless mic setup going. But I need something to connect from XLR to USB. Because I only have one of those, and it's on my other streaming computer. Okay, let's get out of here, away from this gas pump. And let's turn on the nav strobe. I should have turned on the strobe before. Oh, parking brakes off. I love how they put you where. Oh, that's where you need the ground services, I guess. There's that guy. Thanks, dude. Thanks, but no thanks. All right. Where are we? We are at Oxnard. We're just going to take off and fly towards Santa Barbara. Let's get the weather at Oxnard. So easy on this tablet. I tap, view airport. I can't show you because we can't share the screen. And we have all the information, which we could get many other ways too. Trust me, I know. 118. We'll go to the center screen since I'm going to show off that we can go to this screen. 118. Uh-oh. Turning the wrong dial. 118.05. 05. 05. 29905 has been set. We're landing in runway 25. So we'll set our, we'll go to CDI and CDI, and we're going to go to location, loc 1, and we're going to set that to runway 25. So I have an arrow pointing. Oh, we got to go back to the right screen. Okay, so CDI and there's center no cam. Center cam, center no cam. Right. So let's find this on the airport diagram and see where we are. Runway 25 is to our right. Taxiway Alpha to Alpha 1. Okay. Parking brake is off. Taxi lights on. Okay, what's the tower frequency? We can find that out here. And then we can go to that's like 7. Tower is 134.95, and we can just press enter to put that in the box. Okay, let's get back to flaps 1. Let's taxi. Let's get rid of the checklist. I didn't do the before taxi checklist or anything. Everything's working. Brakes we tested. I put flaps 1 in. Let's do our altitude pre-selector to 4,000 feet. And we'll VS that at 400. And we're going to be going northwest, or just almost basically west. We'll put that in the heading. Oh, no, I want it. Oops, let's turn. Oh, do I have a rudder cam? I have a rudder cam. You want to see that? Let's see if I can get to that. Where's the rudder cam? Pedal cam. There it is. How do you like my after work slippers? I need to have a takeoff view where you're gonna get. It's in the works. I'm so sad about the tablet though. I wanted that tablet to be a source, and I'll fiddle with it. Maybe I can fix it. At least fix it so there's a moving map and stuff. I don't know. Okay, we are on runway 25 has been identified, and we're going to fly to the northwest. Let me get the heading bug to the northwest so it's ready when we get. We're going to go basically that way. All right. Lights. Tower. November 9905 Alpha Charlie, ready for takeoff. Ready for departure. November 9905 Alpha Charlie, winds 270 at 6. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Okay. Cleared for takeoff. Runway has been identified. Oh, they would say cleared for takeoff runway 25. November 9905 Alpha Charlie, cleared for takeoff runway 25. Airspeed is alive, 50 knots, 60 knots, 70 knots. Let's go. Fly runway heading. Trim, trim, trim. Oh, I didn't check the trim. Ever. Fly runway heading. Trim, trim, trim. It's pretty smooth air today. Trim, trim. Flaps up. See, I like to be able to look out the side. I can't use the eye tracker. I don't think I would like it anyway. And I'm going to turn right. I know. We're not doing the whole giving over to center yet. Okay, let's start peeling back on the mixture a little. Oh, we're only at 650 feet. Let's climb, baby, climb. Let's go to autopilot, since we're getting into IMC. Oh, heading. Get your feet off the rudder pedals. Look at that giant parking lot. Is that a parking lot? No, that's a solar farm. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go get the information for Santa Barbara, which is easy to do when you're on an... Oh, look at, we're on a freaking wrong screen. This is why we're going to delete this. The rudder, we never got off the rudder cam, did we? Was I in the rudder cam the whole time that we took off? How embarrassing. It's a good thing there's 0 concurrent viewers, and we'll be deleting this whole thing. Okay, so Santa Barbara. I am so bummed that that app doesn't work right on the Android. I just assumed it was going to be exactly the same. I just assumed. Okay, so we got 270 at 9 knots, 10 statute miles, few clouds at 700. That's this marine layer. Looks like more than a few clouds now. 2995 on the altimeter. pretty standard Santa Barbara weather, I would say. So we're going to probably be running on runway 25. So let's go get the ATIS 132.65. Let's go back this way. 132.65. What? Runway 7? The winds are 270 at 9. Oh my god, I'm heading right for a mountain. Alright, you know what? We're going to fix something here so I can hear. We're going to put sound. Somewhere there's a place where you can say something goes somewhere. Oh, communication device output section. Let's go to this one. Okay. I'll just go back. I just want to use it for this one session. Oh, shit. Okay, I can hear it in the headphones.
Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 196 at 5. Visibility, 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 19er. Dew point, 10. Altimeter 29er.97. ILS runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 7. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Victor. Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 196 at 5. Visibility
196 at 5.
sky condition clear. Temperature 19er. Dew point 10.
Why is this so far off from this?
ILS runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 7.
Okay.
DFR aircraft say direction of
Usually they match exactly.
all aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Victor. Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 197 at 4. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 19er. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29er.97. ILS runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 7. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All
Okay, tower is 119.7.
Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 196 at 5. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear.
And let me look at one of the procedures. Runway 7 RNAV. So we'd have to go out to either Lober or Rimvi. We're not going to go to either of those, though. But where are we exactly? We should go a little bit more over that way. Yeah. Okay, Santa Barbara approach control. Let's try 120 point. So they have their own approach instead of LA Center. Okay, Santa Barbara approach 120.55. 12. Oh, we might as well go. Let's go 55. We're reaching our altitude. So we'll start to speed up. And we also got to lean out a little bit. Okay, 120.55, and we'll switch that, and we'll go here, here, radio, COM2. And we got nothing. But we'll monitor COM2. If we were flying the RNAV GPS runway 7, missed approach would be straight out, climb to 700, right turn to 4,000, climbing right turn to 4,000, direct GoLet for holding. Already up to 108 knots. Well done. Approach course 074. Put that in there. 074. Wait. That's not the right approach course. What is it? 074, not 07. Not 007, 074. That's the approach course. What's the runway heading? I guess 074. All right, we have a few minutes to get there. Let's. We should probably go down to 3,000 in a little bit. I'm gonna get a cookie because of my 0 concurrent viewers. It doesn't matter. I'm so bummed about the Android tablet. Uh-oh, I might be getting up over speed.
Santa Barbara Tower, generic November 738, November X-ray, runway 7 ready for departure IFR to Santa Barbara. Generic November 738, November X-ray, altimeter 29er decimal 9er 61258 at 9er. Cleared for takeoff, runway 7. Cleared for takeoff, runway 7, generic November 738, November X-ray. Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 258 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 16. Dew
What runway?
Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 258 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 16. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.95. Visual runway 25 in use.
2-5.
Landing and departing runway 25.
Crap.
VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Now we're a lot closer.
Aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Victor. Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000 Zulu. Wind 258 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 16. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.95. Visual runway 25 in use. Landing and departing runway 25. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Victor. Santa Barbara Airport information, Victor 0000.
That's why you keep listening to the ATIS. Totally switched up on me. Now it matches what it says on the tablet. All right. Trim. Flight director's off. Can't really see the runway. I see the lights. Okay, lights are on. I think once we get turned in, I'll give it a notch of flaps. What's the airport elevation? 14 feet. I see the airport, I just don't see the runway. Oh, I see it. Alright, let's put in the first notch of flaps. Trim, trim, trim. Let's start. Pulling back on the power. Slow it down. Slow it down. Gotta get it in the white bar before I put in any more flaps. We don't want to tear the wings off. Here we go. I can't really see the pappies. Are there pappies I should have read up more about? I can't remember. Okay, let's just try to keep this. We're trimmed. Not great. A little bit shallow. I'm trying to keep the airspeed to 80 knots for now because I don't want it to be too slow. But when it speeds up, the nose comes up and I start. I gotta readjust the trim. What does that say? The pappies say I'm high. High. Cut back power, and I'm also going too fast. I'm way high. I'm getting at the white bar too. Pull the power all the way back for a second. Mixture full rich. Power's all the way back. I'm way too high. There's a plane on the runway.
500.
I'm fast, I'm high. Then I'm going to start losing speed really fast. We're going to lose energy. We got one dot of red. 70. I got to put in some power. 3 dots of red. 66 over the threshold. Oh, don't float it too much, dude. 50. 50, that's my best. 50 feet per minute. That's my best. And look at this, you can get info. It shows you where you landed. We'll keep that up. Bounces 1.12 G's. Let's go over here. Get off the runway and we'll take a look at this. Let's get over here. Here. Oh, it went away. Okay, that means I got to set the timeout for longer. So let's go to here. Oh, back. Shit. Shit. We'll say 200. Okay, I like that. All right, 50 feet per minute. That's the best landing I've had since I restarted this simulator. So we'll have to practice some more. Landings make me feel good. Okay, after the landing lights are off, mixture, we don't have to have it full rich. Let's go up to the terminal and turn it off. We'll end the stream. I have the volume down really low. I hate how the braking, the taxi, you should be able to rotate on one wheel with the brakes fully applied on the other wheel, some power. It should turn. But if you have one brake on and you're stopped, the plane will not move no matter what you do. I can go full blast. Oh, what am I saying? Look at that. Now it's working. All right, look at me. It's still gliding around though. Look at that. It should be rotating on that wheel. And I shouldn't have to put full power in either. Okay, someday they'll fix it in Flight Simulator 46. All right, folks. This was a failure. This stream, since nobody watched it anyway, will be deleted, and maybe I will try to make a real one someday, somehow. But this was an epic fail because of the tablet situation. Thanks for watching. Let's get this thing shut down. So first we're going to turn our avionics off. We'll turn our taxi lights off and the strobe light off and the nav lights off, and we'll pull the mixture rich back and turn off the magnetos and master an alternator. And then, folks, it's back to cold and dark. And my headphone hook, which I printed out and haven't installed yet, right there. And I gotta now make some accoutrements for the tablets over here, and the side wall down there. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching. So many people have watched, given me millions of dollars in super chats, and join my Patreon. I will have so much money that I'll buy a real plane and turn it into I'll put the cockpit in the basement of my mansion. I'll buy one of those salvage planes from Arizona. Alright, you guys. I'm saying you guys like there's people there.